Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Radzone. I'm your host, Party Paul, and we're back. Well, we never really went anywhere, but we're back. We're on Thursday today instead of our usual Wednesday. That's a bit odd, but that's because I had something to do last night, and Ninjatron took my spot. Me and Ninjatron traded spots, so I hope you guys saw Ninjatron's stream last night, and now we're here for the Radzone. And yeah, guys, this is going to be awesome. This is going to be an weasome day. As you saw by the title of today's live stream, there was some crazy stuff. The weekend that just passed, me and Cami went out and found a crazy treasure trove of free stuff because there's this thing in town here called Free Day. It happens like twice a year, once in the summer, once in the fall, I think, or once in the spring, once in the fall. And people are just able to like dump whatever they want, whatever they don't want, whatever they no longer want to own. They put it on their front lawn, they put it on the roadside in front of their house, and people can just take it for free. It's kind of like a free garage sale, and it's across the whole city. So literally, it's like that. It's amazing. And let me just check something here. I'm just gonna check to make sure my mic is proper. Which mic am I using right now, guys? Can you hear when I do this? Is it fuzzy or is it not fuzzy? Ninjatron, can you hear the microphone coming? Is it coming from this or not? Or is my sound coming from this microphone or is it not? Can you hear me rubbing my microphone or can you not? Are you rad yet? I don't know, Ninja. Are we rad yet? Yes, you hear my fuzziness? Good. I wanted to make sure because I had a mishap a couple weeks ago where this mic did not turn on properly. And I wanted to make sure that it was actually working this time. So thank you, Ninja. I'm glad you hear my fuzziness. Also, this is kind of a side note. I think just in case you haven't noticed, I'm playing with my facial hair. I had like a beard, and then I kind of shaved this, and then I kind of took this part off. So now I've got like a Fu Manchu going. I'm trying out the Fu Manchu look, and it's kind of like good timing because right now I'm starting to do monthly kung fu movie nights at a space here in town. So really excited about that. Okay, and so far we got James Coleman and Ninjatron here. How are you doing, guys? James Coleman says, hello, Goober. Did you know that Action Toys made God Mars? I didn't know that. I hope the company will make Mighty Orbots. Yeah, I hope they make Mighty Orbots too. I would love to have a real life Mighty Orbots. That'd be insane. But who knows what they're going to do with that? No, you can probably see this crazy thing here down here, this little thing that I have here. I'm not going to show it to you yet, but this is something that I want to feature today in the Radzone. It's sort of part of Free Day. I didn't get it for free. I paid for it, but this was along the same lines. I got it around the same time as I got everything else on Free Day. When me and Kemi went out on Free Day, we just went on our bicycles. We went on our bikes and trucked around, like rode around a couple neighborhoods, and in a couple particular neighborhoods, we just struck gold and found some amazing stuff for free. Like I said, on the roadside, you can just get stuff for free. On this special day, this Free Day, twice a year. So yeah, it was incredible, and we found so much free stuff. Hello, Tunnel Rats. How's it going, buddy? So today in the Radzone, I wanted to show you guys a bunch of the free stuff that we got. You probably saw, if you haven't seen it already, check out my Instagram because you can see all the photos on my Instagram also at Party Paul Go on Instagram. You can check out my most recent photos, which shows the haul, it shows the big freaking haul that me and Cami got. We took a giant photo in her studio of all the stuff laid out flat. It's incredible. So maybe I have a photo of it. Actually, I can bring it up on Instagram and kind of show you. But please check out Instagram to see for yourself. Now, I don't have all of that with me right now because most of it's still, well, a lot of it's still in the studio. And me and Cami also sifted through it. We sorted it all. We decided what we're going to sell because we're going to sell a bunch of it because some of it we decided we didn't want, and the stuff we're keeping for ourselves. I took some of it, and then Cami has some of it at her studio. So let me just show you the fullness of what we actually found. Like here's an image. Here's an image of what we found. That's just one of the images. So that's on my Instagram right now at Paul Goober, or also Party Paul Go. It's the same Instagram. So go there, check it out. Also subscribe to my Instagram, please. Follow me there because I do lots of content there that you will not find here. So check out my Instagram to see that post and to see, you can swipe it and see all the different details of the stuff we found. It was insane. Like you saw that big giant, it was like a freaking like bonanza of stuff, and it was all free. It was all completely free. Winnipeg's crazy. It's crazy. That stuff was for free. It's insane. It's insane. Ninjatron says, "Wow, God Mars is $400. Probably worth it though." You know what? I saw when I went to Japan last year. As you can, and also you guys can see past episodes of me showing off stuff I brought back from Japan, but that's like way back. That's like about a year ago. But you can check that out too in the replays, in the live stream replays of the Radzone. But anyway, I digress. So from Japan a year ago when I was there, I saw a God Mars. It was an original. I saw an original God Mars, original, and I didn't get it. It was like around $300, I think. It was about 300 Canadian dollars, and I was considering it. I don't know. It was almost in perfect condition. There was a couple loose parts, a tiny bit of yellowing, but it was really, really amazing. So yeah, I'm kind of thinking like, should I have gotten it? What's it worth now? An original God Mars. Yeah, it was like an original, like an actual vintage one. So it was around $300 in Tokyo. Tell me, is it worth more than that? Is that a good fair price for? I think it was also, I think it had all the, either all the decals were, okay, and here's the thing, either all the decals were applied perfectly or it came with decals that the decals were unapplied. It may have come with unapplied decals even. Yeah, I'm not sure, but it was really, really wild to find that in the wild in Tokyo. And yeah, who knows? So that's cool to know that Action Toys is making God Mars. I wonder how they'll do with that. So shall we get to it, ladies and gentlemen? We're gonna go right into the stuff, the crazy stuff. See, we got so we still have James Coleman, Ninja, and Tunnel Rat here with us. Let's see, all you guys, any other lurkers, please chime in and say hi. So let me just go down here and show you what we have here. Now this is a beautiful little set. Now this is the beginning. This is my introduction to Free Day, but this was not free. But this is a wonderful piece of art that was made by my friend Darcy. She's amazing. She is, as you can see, her art and me, like her and my art are very good friends. Like me and her, yeah, we get along just fine. It's Darcy is also a good friend of my girlfriend Cammy's. Actually, Cammy is the one who introduced me to Darcy. So Darcy's an artist who also has a studio right alongside Cammy in the same building, and she produces these incredible, crazy, one-of-a-kind, insane, colorful creatures and setups. Like this is a very unique thing that she made like kind of like it's like a big like environment, like it's like a whole environment, like little houses and stuff. And there's a light that they turn it like it's. I wish it was darker. I could show you if it's. There's a light on the inside that turns on. It's really cool, and you can like. So I thought I wanted. So when I saw this, I was like, oh my god, I have to get it. And you know what? To tell you the truth, the lighting in here, like even though it's really bright, the lighting does not even do justice to how bright and how neon these colors are. They're like extreme crazy neons. And look at all the details in there. Little trees, the paint. It's insane. The little foil, the windows, the foil, like little hand-drawn door. It's just amazing and adorable. And I'm going to use this as a backdrop for a bunch of my toys, which is why I got it. I wanted it so bad. I was like, Darcy, please, can you? She reserved it for me, and then I just picked it up a couple days ago. So this is awesome. And as you can see, now this is also part of Free Day. We found these. Me and Cammy found these on Free Day. But here's the thing: I paid for these too, because on Free Day we actually visited a bake sale. There was like like a garage sale sign for like a kind of a weird like those old vintage church bake sale type things. Well, we found in a community center in my neighborhood, and they were selling some 3D printed cool stuff. I usually am not a big fan of 3D printed things. I usually just think that they usually don't really tickle me. But these guys were so cute because check it out. They're Squirtles. They're all Squirtle Teenage Mutant Ninja. So they're Teenage Mutant Ninja Squirtles. They're all Squirtles, but they're TMNT. Look at these guys. They're TMNT Squirtles. So, oops. Okay. Well, I dropped Leonardo. But yeah, TMNT Squirtles. I got Raphael. Mikey's my favorite, of course. Mikey and Donatello. Let me just grab Leonardo. But yeah, they were, so the Squirtle Turtles, they're so cute, so adorable. And Leonardo is totally fine, thank goodness. So I guess, wow, I guess these are pretty good made. These are pretty well made. His swords are fine. You'd think that he'd be the he'd probably be the most likely to break, but he's actually pretty good. So thank Jesus, my Squirtles are good. My Squirtle turtles. So yeah, so Squirtle turtles. So they're so cute. So I thought they'd be perfect to show off with Darcy's amazing art. So that is cool there. Look at that. So Squirtle turtles, and of course, I have set up my my collection of Throttlebots. Some of the early Transformers. These are all original from my childhood. All these Throttlebots, I got them from when I was a kid. I had my favorite is Goldbug, of course. Goldbug was, I think, the first Throttlebot I got. I've always been in love with Goldbug. He is just amazing. Yes. And yeah, Ninja, Ninja says it looks eatable. Yes, Ninja, pretty much this whole thing, it looks eatable. It totally looks, it's the most beautiful thing. It's awesome. Aaron's here. Hey, Aaron Westendorf. Aaron says, are you playing with your Polly Pockets again? Oh, cute. Aaron, I wish. Yeah, Aaron, this is basically like the next generation of Polly Pocket. These are like, see, this is how big it is. This is how big it is. It's this big. And Aaron, this is so cool. I'm going to drop Darcy's details in the not in the chat. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna bring her up on Instagram so you guys can follow Darcy on Instagram. She does tons of art like this. This is just one of the examples, but she does this, and she does critters and creatures and all kinds of crazy random stuff. Lots of miniature, lots of really tiny miniature stuff with super detail. She makes tons of stuff like this. She sells it at markets, and she also has exhibits and puts it on display. She's an amazing artist. I will share her Instagram with you right now so you guys can also check her out, because I want to properly promote her for the awesome work that she did here. So let me see. I just got to find her on here. Darcy. It's like, okay, there we go. So here we go. Check it out, guys. This is her Instagram. Darcy Madlung. Darcy Madlung, DARCIMADLUNG. And that's her. And she makes these amazing, she also does kids parties. She does parties and stuff using her creations. Oh, crap. She does all kinds of parties using her creations. She's got like insane, she just uses crazy, amazing colors in everything she does. So yeah, so I'm plugging her stuff because she gave me this amazing, she sold me this amazing art, which I will always love. So yeah, I want to spread the joy. Look at this little thing that she made. This crazy like a crazy whale creature. Like she takes all kinds of toys and mashes them up and does, like recreates them into other strange things. So she just does, it's amazing. Yeah. So I wanted to, so there you go. So there's Darcy. That's Darcy, and this is her creation she gave me, and she has many more things like this. So I think she does ship as well. So if anyone finds something that they like on her Instagram or on her online, I think she may have a website as well, but you can definitely check all of her stuff out via her Instagram. And then yeah, hopefully you guys will check out her stuff and like her stuff. So thank you, Darcy. Awesome. Wait, okay, my camera's being weird again. Now my camera's not focusing on far things, but it wants to focus on close things, like Squirtle Leonardo. So cute. Oh, there we go. Okay, so and also because it's you guys have noticed, you guys have probably noticed, it's Godzilla's. They just started out. Toho just started announcing Godzilla's 70th anniversary. So I also pulled out my Godzilla toys. Because it's the 70th anniversary of Godzilla. Oh, I am Godzilla. I am Godzilla. I'm Godzilla too. I'm Godzilla. I'm Godzilla. And I'm Godzilla. I'm pink. I'm pink. I'm pink Godzilla. Look at me. Oh, look at how fancy I am. Look, and this Godzilla, see, look, I match Darcy's art. I'm Godzilla for Darcy's art. Here, get on my way, Squirtles. Get on my way, Squirtles. I gotta go check out Darcy's art. Hello? Knock, knock. Who's there? Hello? No, hello? I want to eat some candy. It's yeah, because look at that. Actually, Godzilla really matches Darcy's art really well there. So yeah, it's literally it's the 70th anniversary kickoff of Godzilla. So there's Godzilla stuff is all over the internet right now, and I am really into it because I love Godzilla. So Godzilla's awesome, and check it out. Teenage Mutant Ninja Squirtles. Hey, let's get Godzilla. Let's beat this guy. Let's beat up Godzilla. Gnarly. Hey guys, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop beating me up. Help! I'm being abused by squirtles. Ninja squirtles. I'm being abused by squirrels. Yeah, Buster. Ugh. Ugh. Teenage, can they ride them? Let's see if they can ride on them. Teenage Mutant Ninja Squirrel. Oh, there we go. There's Raphael got on him. Raphael got on him. Let's see if I can get Mikey. No, those spikes. Because well, I got Raph on him. That's cute. Oh, that's it. There goes Raph. He can kind of ride him. There he goes. That's cute. Yay. Okay, that's awesome. And James says, yes, cool. I got throttlebots. Yes, James. I love my throttlebots. They're so cool. Throttlebots Chase, Goldbug, Searchlight, Freeway, Wide Load, and Roll Bar, and the Squirtles. So, and also, guys, as a throwback from last week, I would like to show you that last week. Remember how last week we played with the Dreadnoks? Well, here they are. Oh, he just fell off. Here's the Dreadnoks in their full glory. I put them up. I set them up after in their little vehicle here. So I gave them like a full on. Gave them some attention in the vehicle in Soundwave's vehicle mode. So I wanted to like show you guys what I made. So see all the Dreadnoks. They're standing up there, hanging out with their guns and stuff. Super cool. And what else? Let's see. Squirtles are invading. Oh, Squirtles gonna invade the Dreadnoks. Oh, you squirtles! You lazy squirtles! What are you dudes good for? Just a bunch of blimey fools. Just a bunch of little squirtles. Oh, what are you guys going to do? Gonna kill you guys. No! Oh, blimey! Turtles are crazy. Turtles are getting crazy. Ninja says, oh no, you better check on Leo. Yes, thank you, Ninja. Yes, I did. I am very happy Leo is totally fine. He's resilient. No one ever say that Leo's not resilient. Look at that guy. He's just totally fine. And Aaron says I hate it when my trolling attempts backfire. Aaron, did your trolling attempt backfire again? Get used to it, buddy. Wait, what did you try to do, Aaron? Did you try to troll? Hang on, let me check the messages earlier. What did you say? Did you say something that was not attended to? Did we ignore you, Aaron? What did you say? Oh no, wait. What did you say? Are you playing with your Polly? Yeah, okay. You said, are you playing with your Polly Pockets? Yes, Aaron. Yes, I am. Is that your backfire? There you go. James Coleman, Ninja Squirtles. Yes. Tunnel Rat. You dropped Leo. Oh, Leo's overrated anyways. Okay. Yeah, sorry guys. I'm just catching up on the chat now. Leo's not overrated. He's cool. But I do like, he is actually my least favorite as far as character is concerned. Let's put Leo up there in the front. He's going to be friends with Masterpiece Ravage. Look, he matches their color. Oh, shit, he falls down again. He really wants to die. I think Leo's got a death wish. But check it out. Leo and Ravage can have a good old time hanging out there. Look at that. Leo and Ravage just chilling like villains. Teenage Mutant Ninja Squirtle. Come on, Leo. Get in there. Get in there, Leo. And Ravage. Ravage is gonna. There you go. Mew. Can't get them together. Let's see. Hold on. There we go. Hold on. Okay, there. Look at that. Nice buddies. Oh, blimey. Oh, Ravage fell off again. They're all falling off. That's crazy. Let's get the hell out of here. Well, you guys are crazy. Okay, so that's the Dreadnoks. I really like the whole. Oh God, they're falling off everywhere. I really like that whole setup, and the Masterpiece Ravage is sick. He's crazy cool. But yeah, I like that whole Soundwave Dreadnought Thunder Machine car. I do give it 2 thumbs up. It was a very good decision to buy that. It's very cool. So now what are we gonna do here? Are we gonna make a story? We're gonna make a story for the Throttlebots. Are the Throttlebots gonna live in peace with the turtles? Are they gonna kiss? Wait, but Godzilla needs to kiss one more time. Godzilla, it's my 70th birthday. Mine too. Let's kiss. Okay. Wait, too much teeth. Too much teeth. Stop it. Stop. Oh, your teeth are hurting me. Shh. Mwah. Mwah. Ew, you smell. Your breath smells like human. Wait, because those really eat human tasty, doesn't it? Your breath smells like nuclear atomic fire breath. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Super cool. I like Godzilla quite a lot. James Coleman says my favorite turtle is Raphael. I like Raphael too, but he's kind of like he's always the badass. But sorry, I'm gonna put the camera back up, guys. I'm gonna figure this out here. Ooh, there we go. Hello, hey guys, check it out. All right, cool. So that is Darcy's amazing work. It's like this is I've just been like I've been in joy of this since I got it from her just a couple days ago. I sealed the deal with her recently. And it's just so fun. I wish you could see it in person because it's so much brighter. It's actually so much brighter than it is on the camera. Like I'm looking at the camera right now. It's not as bright as it is in person. It's brighter. It's more neon in person. It's so freaking cool. So yeah, this is just amazing. I'm so happy I got it. Thank you, Darcy. Mwah. And speaking of artists, is Kemi Kaiju in the house yet? Because like, wonder if I know Kemi said that she might be late today. She had stuff to do. But let's see if she's going to jump in soon. But that's okay. We got the gang. We got the crew. Who else? What else is people saying? Tunnel Rat says Donatello's way. So Tunnel Rat likes Donatello. Tunnel Rat likes Donatello. I could have guessed that because Tunnel Rat likes to tunnel. He tunnels, and Donatello, he's kind of a tunneling. Well, I guess they're all turtles, so maybe they all like to tunnel. I don't know. Tunnel Rat, are you into tech? Are you a techie? Are you a techie guy? Are you a tech guy? I guess you are. You probably are a tech guy because Tunnel Rat is a secret ninja consultant. He's a secret Tunnel Rat. He moderates. He's a moderator. He modifies. Tunnel Rat likes to modify milk ingredients. Tunnel Rat is a modified milk ingredient in his own right. He's a wonderful modified milk ingredient that does a great job at modification. He is a genius, and so is Aaron Westerndorp, who plays with Polly Pockets. Aaron just turned 40, guys. He's old. Everyone say happy birthday to Aaron. Everyone clap for Aaron and tell him happy birthday. We love him. Tell him. Please tell him so he doesn't cry. Tell Aaron that we appreciate him, and so it really was Aaron's birthday. Aaron, when was your birthday? It was just a few days ago, right, bud? It was Aaron's birthday just a few days ago. So everyone, please sing happy birthday to Aaron. I will sing happy birthday using a few characters. I will sing happy birthday using this Garfield, and this crazy demon troll guy because Aaron's a troll. And I'm gonna sing happy birthday with these guys. Ready? 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Aaron. Stab. Oh, stab. Oh my God, you just killed Garfield. Aaron, you just killed Garfield. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Okay, that's great. So speaking of which, moving forward, my friends, we are going into the free stuff, more free stuff. So, and there's so much. Okay, so I basically just, let's put away ThrottleBots, put these guys away, put the ThrottleBots down here, out of the way, and okay, put the Squirtles over there. Actually, yeah, okay. So I'm gonna put the camera because there's a whole bunch of free stuff now. I want to show you the small stuff first. So first we got the small. So we got a Garfield. We got this guy. We have a whole ton of crazy little guys, little things. This is the beginning. I'm gonna show you the big stuff after. But here, there's a bunch of stuff. A whole bunch of stuff. This is the little stuff. There's some of it's really little and really cute. Okay, so hang on here. This is gonna be fun. Okay, so the little stuff. Now this is. Oh, James Coleman says, is Tunnel Rat Tekkaman Blade? Tekkaman Blade. I'm not sure about that reference, but maybe he is. Maybe Tunnel Rat is Tekkaman Blade. And so here's a few free guys. This was a Garfield and look, he's with Pookie. I love Garfield miniatures, and I like that he's with Pookie. That's so cool. And speaking of which, also on the same free day, but just a different in a different place. It wasn't like me and Cammy went to several locations for free day. I also found a Garfield book. A Garfield book. Garfield loses his feet. Do you guys remember these Garfield books from the ages from the ages beyond the ages? These old Garfield books are so great. Look at this. These are awesome. They're so good. I never ever owned these as a kid. I always wanted to because I would always go to Scholastic book fairs. I would go to Scholastic book fairs where they sold these like crazy, different book fairs at my school, my elementary school. But I never got a Garfield, even though I wanted one so bad. And the reason why I never got them is because I spent my money instead always on getting the Transformers Choose Your Own Adventure books. So instead of Garfield, I got a bunch of Transformers Choose Your Own Adventure books from that era of my childhood. So whatever. I guess they're probably both equally rare nowadays. Maybe. Well, some of the Transformers ones are more rare, I guess. But I would like to get more of these Garfield books. So that's that Garfield book. So, and there's a Garfield with Pookie. Now, other small food-related food-related toys. Here's a croissant on wheels. It's just it's a breakfast croissant on wheels. I don't know why. It's just a breakfast croissant on wheels. And check it out. Check it out. I've been looking for this forever. It's not just a burger. It's not just a burger, and it's not. Hang on. Hang on. Let's show you this. I've got a second burger. Okay. It's not just a burger. Oh, jeez. It's not just a burger, and it's definitely not just a Big Mac, because this is maybe these guys are cousins, but it's not Mr. Big Mac, and it's not just a burger. It's a McChangeable. It's a McChangeable. Check it out. An actual honest to goodness McChangeable. I've been looking for real McChangeables for a long time. So I'm happy I finally have a McChangeable. It looks like he should have decals. Maybe his decals are gone. But yeah. I wonder if Repro Labels. I wonder if Toy Hacks makes decals for McChangeables. They should. They should. We should try to get Toy Hacks to make decals for these guys. Anyway, so I finally have this guy. I think I have another. I have one more McChangeable besides this. Like I think I have the milkshake or something, but I have another McChangeables besides one. So I'm looking for more. I'm looking for all the McChangeables. And this other guy had this Big Mac that I had. This is also a McDonald's toy, but it's like one that came later. I think it's a later one, so it's kind of like it's goofier. It's not as cool because it doesn't transform into a robot. It just transforms into a goofy creature kind of guy. He's kind of like this very kind of juvenile, very juvenile. This is far more mature. This is look at this. This is for babies. This is for mature adults. This one here. Look at this. And they're gonna kiss. Two burgers in the pod. Two burgers in a fryer. Like I said, I was gonna say two pieces in a pod, but 2 burgers in a pod. No, 2 burgers in a fryer. Mwah. Oh, I love you. I eat you. I eat you too. They're gonna eat forever. Wait, what about me? Oh, you were just a breakfast fling. This guy's cool too. I wish he transformed, but he doesn't. He doesn't transform. He just looks cute. So there's those guys. And look, they're all the same freaking color. Look at these guys. They're all the same. All 4 of these, they're pretty much the exact same color. That's kind of weird. Oh, James Coleman says, happy birthday, Aaron. Sweet. Thanks, James Coleman. So Aaron, you hear that? You got a birthday wish from James Coleman. And okay, now here's some more free stuff. So I got now you saw this weird dude. Now I've got a whole bunch of those guys, a bunch of army men, like a bunch of your classic cool army men, but another weird warrior with an arm without an arm and a mace, like some kind of. So I got two kind of weird Viking warrior guys. Probably I don't know, from some kind of role playing game, and I got lots of just random actual army men, like war, the classic army men that you find around, whatever. Classic little army men guys. So these guys are pretty cool. I've always liked, if I can find a lot of them, then I like army men. I like army men just because I like the idea of being able to put them in all kinds of different places and pose them and have them literally fight in little wars with my other toys. I never really use army men. I never use army men on their own. I never really was interested just in them by themselves. But they're like I see them as an accessory. Like I see them as background. I see them as like background material that you can use in a setup in a diorama or something, you know. And but my favorite army guy is this guy because he's got a bazooka. I like the bazooka guy with the freaking bazooka. Look at that. That's pretty cool. It's like a Megatron sidearm there. I like that one. That's cool. And okay, what's cool? Check this out. From the army men that we found two. Wait, where'd he go? That's because he's so small. Oh, there he is. Okay, there's so small. So he's the regular size, and we got two really itty bitty army men. So these are two super teeny army men. Look at this. They're so cute and tight. They're exactly the same kinds of like they look almost the same, same shape, same molds, but just scaled down molds. They're so cute and so small and super detailed, but just so tiny. Look at that. So we got a couple of those. This was all for free. All for free. I got a couple robot. I think these are from Warhammer or something. Warhammer robot things, little guys, figures. I think they might be from Warhammer. And I got some crazy. Okay, also a Viking guy, a blue guy. I think he looks like he's kind of different. And then in the same, I think from the same whatever game these guys came from, the Viking. Oh yeah, I got a Viking and a knight. A Viking and a knight. So, or maybe no, they're both Vikings. Well, no, it looks like a knight and a Viking. So these guys came from some game, and then these robots came from the Warhammer, and then these two, these two crazy dudes. These two came from probably some kind of role-playing game or some kind of war game or something. And then these guys, look at this. I got two weird devils, like strange little devil guys, devil angels, like weird. They're so strange looking. Look at these. And what's strange, at first glance, I thought that they were double. I thought I had doubles. I thought they were the same. But look, they're actually different. The swords are different. The swords are unique for each one. And one's wearing tight jeans. This one's wearing tight jeans. This one's wearing like baggy pants. So baggy pants, tight jeans, and they have slightly different horns on their heads or something. But look at almost, but so similar. But you look at this guy's like a scimitar. This guy's got like a proper broadsword. So just slightly different. But yeah, they're just weird demon guys. Like what is this stuff from? It's just strange. Yeah. So this was all really weird. Oh, Ninja says maybe these are from BattleTech. Yeah, they could be. Maybe these are from BattleTech. That could be. These look familiar. BattleTech, yeah, BattleTech possibly. I did find, yeah, that makes sense actually. They probably are from BattleTech because I did see some games. Some of the games I don't have with me now, but they're at still the studio that I'm going to get them later. I did find BattleTech branded stuff. So, okay, and also I got lots of pins, lots of crazy pins. Look at this. These are fun. Just ridiculous pins. This one says ice like Winnipeg. This one looks like a 90s vintage or maybe 80s. Let's talk trash. Let's talk trash. Is he into wrestling? Is he referring to like wrestling trash talk? And then this one, look, it's an Epcot Center. Some weird, like a turkey opening a cookie jar, or it's a dinosaur opening a cookie jar for Epcot. It's just weird pins. And also a turkey. Maybe that's what I was thinking of turkey. So I saw a turkey pin. Just a weird, look at this. It's just a turkey pin. Just a turkey. That's it. It's just like, how freaking weird is that? A little turkey pin and a little car, nice little red car. It's so simple. It's just such a simple red car. So these are just like weird. I don't know. Yeah. So I won't spend any more time on this. This is weird free stuff that was from that. Now let's take these guys away. Let's get into some grittier stuff. Let's get into some like crazier stuff. Okay. I got some crazier stuff to show you guys too. I'm just going to put these down. I'm going to put this pile over here so they stays out of the way. Just make sure we know what I've gone through already and what there is left to see. So, okay. Look at these. The two itty bitty guys. They're so small. They're so easy to lose. I gotta be careful not to lose those dudes. Okay, so those guys are over there. Again, if anyone has any more McChangeables, send your McChangeables to Party Paul. Party Paul needs your McChangeables. Party Paul wants you. Is that a good screenshot for those Uncle Sam posters, but instead of Uncle Sam, it's Party Paul? So check it out. Party Paul wants you. Let's do a screenshot right now. I'll try to pose myself just like Uncle Sam on those posters. Yeah, okay. Party Paul wants you. Party Paul wants you to kiss. Party Paul wants everybody in the chat to kiss. All the kisses. So, what else here? But Ninja says Epcot turkey pin to celebrate the giant turkey legs they sell. Epcot turkey pin to celebrate the giant. They sold giant turkey legs at Epcot Center. Isn't Epcot Center something that fell to the wayside? Like Epcot Center is no longer a thing, right? It was like an ancient '80s thing, wasn't it? It's as far as I know, it's fallen to the wayside. As far as I know. Right, Godzilla, my little beastly boy, my beastly Godzilla. Godzilla does yoga. Whoa! Oh yeah, check it out. You probably saw the promo today for the Radzone. I made like a Godzilla little. I'm on a Godzilla kick. So I made a Godzilla. I found an old Godzilla Dr. Pepper commercial, and I put the Radzone signage over the Dr. Pepper can. So you probably saw it. If you didn't see it, look at YouTube or Instagram on my Instagram or my YouTube because I just put the video up there today just to promote today's Radzone. But it's funny because it's Godzilla drinking something from a can. So I put Radzone on the can. But I was debating between using that clip or using the clip where Godzilla does his like flying kick. He does this flying kick, like I think because they're fighting against Megalon. Is it? No, I'm not sure. Maybe Megalon, but they're fighting like. And what's his name? The superhero guy. What's that guy's name? The silver superhero guy. He's on the poster. It's on the Radzone promo. It's the poster that's promoting this exact episode right now. It's Godzilla and his buddies. They're all like, they're all in the poster, in the promo image. Godzilla's saying, "Hey, Radzone," and then the other guys are going, "Oh crap, rad or yay," right? So anyway, the clip is that Godzilla does his flying kick, almost like this, almost just looks like this. He goes, he like hovers through the air and does his flying kick, and it hits Megalon. Goes, just hits Megalon dead on. It's just so funny. It's such a funny clip. So I almost used that clip instead of the Dr. Pepper one, but I didn't. So what I said was just not super important, but I don't know, maybe take that as commercial time. It's like whenever I go off into a tangent like that, it's like just imagine that's commercial time. That's like, we will return to the Radzone after these important messages. And then after I'm done my ranting, then it's like, we now return to the Radzone, right? And just imagine I'm using Victor Carlotta. Imagine I'm using Victor's voice, Victor Carlotta's voice for the Radzone. Oh, Tunnel Rat says, I have McNothing. Oh, sorry. That's okay, Tunnel Rat. Tunnel Rat says, I have McNothing. McNothing. It's okay, buddy. Is there a delay? I wonder if there's a delay in the Radzone today because I'm seeing that people are in the chat. People are dropping chats, but it seems to be happening quite a bit after I speak about it. Interesting. Not sure. But whatever. Fine. Now, next free stuff to show. I got a Weird Al CD. A random Weird Al CD. Look at that. It's an older one. Sorry, I have it itchy. My nose is itchy. I think I have like I feel like there's like a hair on my nose. So, okay, Weird Al Yankovic, the Food album. It's an old Weird Al Yankovic album. It's like it's, oh geez, and the DVD case, there's CD case is weird. So look at that. It's Weird Al Yankovic, the Food album. The Food album. Belch. And it's got the insert and everything. What's the insert like? Check that out. The insert is just like his lyrics. So yeah, it's on this album is Fat, Lasagna, Addicted to Spuds, I Love Rocky Road, Spam, Eat It, The White Stuff, My Bologna, Taco Grande, The Rye or the Kaiser, theme from Rocky 8. That's awesome. So yeah, that is the album. Right? And again, that was free. I just found this album for free. Super amazing stuff I think it's probably one of his rarer albums at this time. I've never seen it before in retail, this album. So I wonder if it's, an older, rarer one. I found it for free. It's freaking cool. So yeah, Weird Al. So I'm going to play this sometime soon. It's very cool. And what else? Okay. I did get some other media. I'm going to show you the media stuff now. This is cool. I can't believe this was free. Magnum PI DVD set, seasons 5 to 8. It's mint. It's almost, I don't think it's ever been used. It's crazy. It was completely mint. It wasn't in the package, but it was completely mint. Not a scratch on it. And I love that car. I remember I did watch Magnum PI as a kid, but mostly I think my dad was more of a fan of Magnum PI than I was. And my dad kind of like he had a mustache that looked just like him. It was funny. So I think my dad, I think he wanted to look like Tom Selleck. So, but anyway, that aside, the my favorite part of the show was his cool car, because when I was a kid, I liked all the car shows. I liked Knight Rider, I liked Dukes of Hazzard, and I watched this one because to see the cool car. But and because Magnum PI had the most kick-ass theme song. You know, it had that really cool guitar riff, like the right, it had that cool. It had a cool guitar riff. And Knight Rider also had that. But okay, Knight Rider was complete. Obviously, Knight Rider was superior. Knight Rider superior, Magnum PI inferior. But it's free. It was free. It was free, and it's cool. Definitely cool enough to pick up for free. I'm gonna open it up to show you the inside because it's like a beefy set. I'm amazed. This is only seasons 5 to 8. I'm like, holy crap! The rest of the set must be just gargantuan. But check it out. Look at this. Look at the amount of DVDs in here. There's this. This is the first part. It's this, and you unfold it. There's these. It's just, and then again, it folds out. It unfolds several times. So, and each one of these things has multiple layers. Like each CD, each one of the racks, each rack has multiple CDs on it, not just one. So each of these racks is holding like 3 CDs or 3 DVDs, and then there's this one, and then also, and then this one too, another one. So all this is just seasons 5 to 8, and then like what? Then there's seasons 1 to 5 too. Like that's insane. I actually didn't know the Magnum PI went on for that long. I didn't know it had 8 freaking seasons. I don't think Knight Rider didn't go on that long. That's crazy. I didn't. So I didn't even know Magnum PI had that long of a run. Good for them. Good for them. Knight Rider should have had just as long as a run because Knight Rider was so freaking cool. But I'm just happy that I got this for free. So maybe me and my dad will watch it together, and I'll talk about, hey, Dad, remember when you tried to look like, remember when you wanted to look like Tom Selleck? I don't know. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. But his mustache sure looked like it did. I can't close it now. There we go. Okay. So yeah, look at that. He's the most quintessential 80s hunk with all the fur on his chest, like this massive. He had the hairiest chest, that guy. Oh, it was just, that's the weird. I don't want to. Yeah, Tom Selleck's. He's just the creepy. The 80s chest thing, the 80s chest hair thing. I remember in the 80s, that was like a popular sexy hunky thing that I never, even as a kid, I was like, oh, like, well, of course, I'm also a dude, so of course I'm not, yeah, I was a dude who was not into hairy chests, like ever, as a kid or as an adult. I just didn't like hairy chests, but I just thought it was strange that in the 80s, hairy chests was like a major popular thing, like stars, like movie stars, everybody wanted to have hairy chests, and then all the Hollywood movie stars, they all wanted to. If you had a hairy chest, they wanted to show off their hairy chest. Like remember, like Flashdance and all those like all those like dancing movies. They would open their shirts and put like make their chest hair like flow out of their freaking shirts like a creature. It was like, this is the weirdest style, the weirdest style ever. So 80s was strange. Very, very strange in some ways. I love it, but the hairy chest stuff, just strange. It's good for cartoony making fun of stuff. It's good to make fun of. It's great. But I'm happy I don't have a hairy chest. There, TMI. TMI in the Radzone. And now, Ninjatron says, I think this is his first compilation album. Oh, is it? Okay, cool. His Weird Al's first compilation album. Ninja says, I have an uncle who looks like Tom Selleck. He was popular with the ladies. Yes, of course he was. Anyone in the 80s who looked like Tom Selleck was popular in the 80s or was popular with the ladies, or at least they wanted to be. And that's why they tried to look like Tom Selleck. That's funny. Ninja says, Fist of the North Star also came in a DVD set like that. Both very manly shows. Yes, Fist of the North Star is also a manly show. I can vouch for that. Thank you, Ninja, for that Fist of the North Star plug in the rat. So speaking of Fist of the North Star, I did not get this for free. I paid for this, but I wanted to show you, I wanted to compare because I got this for free, but I also just a few months ago, I bought this A-Team DVD set, and I like how they're both basically the same, they're very similar packaging. Like the same kind of thing where A-Team and Magnum PI, they both had that crazy packaging where there's an insane amount of DVDs inside each box, like a crazy amount of DVDs. So I'm so happy I got this. I still got it for a really freaking good deal, but I'm just happy that I got something actually of comparable size for totally free. Both awesome, quintessential 80s television shows. Thank you, Free Day, for that. And okay, also, well, this just I don't know why I grabbed this. Ben Hur. It was free. It was free. It was Ben Hur for free. It's not even it's like a remake. It's not even the original. It's a remake. It's a cheesy, crappy Dollarama bid remake of Ben Hur, and it was free. So whatever. It's all good. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Only Godzilla can judge me. Meow. Godzilla, he's my friend. Look, and he doesn't, and only Godzilla can judge me. And when he judges me, he doesn't even judge me. You know what he does? You know what he does? You know what he does, my bitches? He just hugs me. Godzilla just gives me a big freaking hug because he loves me. And guess what? He loves you too. He does. He does. Godzilla loves you guys, okay? He loves you guys and gals more than you know. Just open your hearts to Godzilla. Open your heart to Godzilla and you will see. You will see the light of his powerful atomic breath, and then you'll have like radiation poisoning. All good. And hey, at least you got a hug. You got a hug out of the deal. Good deal. You get a hug. That's a good deal. What else? There's more. Okay, this is crazy. This was free. Super Mario Brothers 2 for free. I have not tested it yet, but the contacts don't look that bad. It's dirty, but it's not damaged. But actually, look at how clean the sticker is. The sticker is freaking minty clean, that sticker. That is probably actually the best shape I've ever seen a Nintendo and NES sticker in, and it was for free, just sitting in a box on the side of the road for free. So yeah, Super Mario Brothers 2. I am gonna clean this and play this soon. I have my own version of it, so I'm actually gonna sell this. I am probably gonna sell this. So bidders, who would like to buy an official Party Paul branded, a Party Paul branded Super Mario Brothers 2 for NES? Going once, going twice. Sold to the man in the pink suit. Sold to the man with the six-fingered hand. So yeah, let me know. I am selling it. So there's that. More media. Now, this is. Let me know in the chat. Let me know if any of this stuff impresses. Let me know if this is like whatever, Goober. This is stupid. Or if you're impressed with any particular item, or if you want me to take a closer look at anything particular, just let me know. So speaking of media, the box where I got a lot of the vintage stuff, which I will show more of in a moment. Gosh, there's so much. I haven't even. Okay, the one house where we went to, where me and Kemi went. Kemi Kaiju, so impressed. Thank you, baby. Kemi Kaiju's impressed. See, someone's impressed with my stuff. Ninja and Aaron. So, hi, Kemi Kaiju. So. I'm just about to show. Okay, I was Kemi Kaiju. I was telling the whole gang here how incredible it was, the free stuff we found, and that one house. There was one house in particular me and Kemi went to that was just a massive treasure trove of basically whoever lived there. She was maybe a borderline hoarder, not really a hoarder, but more. She just had a lot of stuff that you could tell she hadn't gone through her basement since the 80s. Basically, she had stuff in her basement that she had not cleaned out since the 80s. She had she had two kids, like I guess I'm not sure if her sons or someone related to her came to her place, helped her grab her boxes out of the basement, and they took her boxes and put them on the front lawn. But then she came out and she tipped off me and Kemi. She gave me and Kemi a tip. While me and Kemi were looking through all their stuff on the front lawn, she comes out and says, "Hey, by the way, there's a lot more in the back." Because she was putting boxes, her sons, her helpers, they were putting boxes in the back lane. So we're like, what? So we go in the back lane, and all the good stuff was in the back lane, and there was no one there. There was nobody in the back lane because everyone's expecting to find all the free stuff out front, right? So there's people throughout the whole neighborhood on bicycles and with big bags, rucksacks, hunting around, and just people are like, it's literally Toys R Us on free. It's like an outdoor Toys R Us garage sale for people who like free stuff. So there's people literally everywhere hunting for stuff, but everyone's focusing on the front walkways on the roadsides, but. She tipped us off and said that the back lane had more stuff. So we went to me and Kemi went to the back lane. It was empty. There was boxes and boxes. I think I have a photo. There was tons and tons of boxes and boxes of stuff that me and Kemi picked up. Let me grab my other phone that has the photos on it. Because as everyone knows, because I have two phones, because everyone needs two phones. I mean, come on, everyone needs two phones, right? So hang on, let me grab my other phone because it has the photos on it from the free day. And just in case for those who may have arrived late, free day is just a phenomenon here in town that happens twice a year, where twice a year people take all their crap from their homes that they don't want anymore, and they put it out on the roadside for people to take for free. And it happens all over the entire city. It's the whole city turns into a giant free-for-all, a bonanza of free stuff all day for like a weekend twice a year. So let me show you some of the photos from the alleyway. It's also, you can also see these photos on my Instagram. So check that right now, because on my Instagram, my Instagram is also Party Paul Go or at Paul Goober, either one. But same thing. But I will show you the photos from her alley, where when we went to when we went into her back lane and saw how much was there, I was like, oh my god! So I took some photos of it because it was just bonkers. Let me see here. So where is that stuff? Where is that stuff? Where is it? I got it. Is it here? Okay, it's there. No, wait. The heck? Is it? Maybe it's on this phone. Cami, which phone was I using for free day? Was I using your phone? Maybe I was using Cami's phone. Which day? Oh, that's weird. Maybe I was using my regular phone. Oh my god, there's just so much stuff. Hang on. Bear with me for 1 second. Oh, my eyes itchy. Oh no. I probably have dust. It's probably dust, because all this stuff, a lot of the free stuff we got, I still have not cleaned everything. Some of it is still quite dusty. So maybe I'm getting like dust mite eggs in my eye or something. God, I hope not. So here we go. Yes, here are the photos. So you can check out the alleyway. Okay. Well, this is her. Okay. So anyway, in the alleyway, I found this. This was her back. This was in the alleyway where they had most of the boxes. Look at, there's a few boxes. So we were just rummaging through all these crazy. There's Cami. She's like, what? We're rummaging through all these boxes, and there was more. They kept on bringing up more. That was just a few of them. They kept on bringing up more and more boxes, and yeah, there was so many. Here, there's like Cami like freaking out. She's like, what? What's going on? Oh my gosh! Because we were freaking out. It was insane. One thing I do regret. We grabbed a couple of things that I do not have here. I do not have here with me. It's at Cami Studio still. But one thing I regret is we got, like, if you look at this photo here, there was an old GI Joe vehicle that was really trashed, so I didn't take it. I didn't take it. I think it was a piece of the Raven, but it was really trashy, so I didn't take the GI Joe vehicle. But see those little white missiles there on the side, those white missiles? I didn't grab those. I thought they were part of the Joe vehicle, but those white missiles were actually part of this other jet thing, this other crazy jet, this electronic jet thing. It's a Hasbro F-16 fighter jet, and we found it there as well. But I took photos of it later. I took photos of it later, and it's still Cami Studio, but I'll show you a photo of it. And it's a really cool jet that, like, you turn it on and it's got a handle. It's got a handle on it, and you press one side and it shoots machine guns, and the other side of the button, you press the other button and it shoots like missiles. And the missile has this really cool retro digital selling. It does that whole digital thing, and oh my god, I want to encourage you to actually, if you want to see, there's tons of photos. I want to encourage you to go to my Instagram and follow me there, and then you can see all the photos yourself. But I will show you just that one jet one, because that jet, oh crap, is it not on here? It's not here. That jet, those missiles belong to the jet, and I did not take the missiles. But I had the jet, and I only realized later on that the jet and the missiles were supposed to go together. Oh well, so that's that story. That's that story. Long story short. But anyway, from that same haul, from that house, from those boxes you saw in that picture I just showed you, there was so much media, crazy old school media belonging to like old school Apple computers, like Apple II, the Apple II era. There was old BattleTech stuff, old like weird, strange, totally out of date software, things like that. We grabbed a few of those things, but one thing I grabbed was a whole bunch of old Apple floppy disks, original Apple floppy. Now this is only one. This is one of them, but I have like 5 of these. But I just brought one of them home with me as I brought the best specimen home with me. But a whole bunch of them are still at Cammy's studio. But check it out. So on the back here, it's old school, original Apple floppy disks. Look at this. Check this out. Look at that. That is crazy. Look at this. And they're like pretty much in mint condition, like mint condition Apple floppy disk. This is like Apple Pascal, Apple 3. I have different, this is Apple Pascal. There's another program I have in a different one of the other ones that are still at the studio is a different Apple program. I forget, but there's a few different Apple programs. And I just can't believe how much of a piece of history this is. The old, the actual, back when they were actually the actual floppy disks that are actually floppy and bendies. Has anyone in the Radzone, has anyone here never seen these before? These are such a treat to have because it's such a piece of, like, a lot of people here may have grown up with the hard floppy disks, the smaller plastic hard floppy disks, right? But these ones came first. These disks are the original floppy disks that came first. This is why they're called floppy disks. So this is also Apple Pascal. This is just the first disk. And it's like, look at this. Now, I don't even know how much memory these disks have on them. It's like, I think below less than 1 meg, like less. I think that these disks hold less than 1 megabyte of information. It's crazy. I have no idea. But look, it says Apple 1979 on the date there. 1979. This was technology from 1979, my friends. This is so freaking cool. I love to own this crazy, weird vintage tech. This is so freaking flipping cool. So yeah, check it out. Tonarat. Okay, hang on. Kemi Kaiju is saying, well, first Tonarat says game over. That's interesting. Tonarat says, I never said I wasn't impressed. Thank you, Tonarat. I know that Tonarat, I know that you're impressed. I can count on you. I can count on you, buddy. Now, Kemi Kaiju says the bonus IG live shows. Oh yeah, right. Thank you, Kemi Kaiju. In my Instagram, there was also a bonus Radzone live stream. There was an Instagram live that me and Kemi did on the very same night that we found all the free stuff. So check out on my Instagram. There's a live. It's there. It's archived in my lives, in my live streams, in my reels, in my reels or my posts. But anyway, in my posts, you'll see it. It's a live stream that we did. It's like maybe 15 minutes long, but it shows off all of the stuff we got. So please check out that live stream too. It was like a mini Radzone live stream that we did over the weekend, showing all that stuff. So if you really want to see in great detail all of those things, go watch that live stream on my Instagram at PartyPaulGo. And Tonarat says, I had an Apple IIe computer, so I use them all the time. So, okay, so Tonarat knows. He knows. Ninja says, I had a Commodore 64. Dude, I am so jealous that you had a Commodore 64. I love Commodore 64. I want an original Commodore 64, but I have something almost just as good. Okay, let me just put these back in here. Look. So this is, now it's just an empty. I love that I even have this, even the sleeve, just the sleeve is in good shape. So it's just a sleeve for these discs. But it's kind of, even if it's just a sleeve, the sleeve is awkward. You put them back in here, and it's just like, I don't know why it's specifically a sleeve for 2 discs. And I like how there's a little window there, a window that shows the disc through the window. But on the back there, you just like, I don't know, you just pop them back in. They just kind of like exist here in the back, and just weird. I don't know, it seems cumbersome to store discs this way, and just like, why would they just do like a 2? Anyway, but it looks cool. Look at the vintage logos and stuff, and that graphic. Look at that. It's so freaking vintage. So cool. So yeah, this is ancient Apple stuff. Apple Computer Inc. Like way back in the day, way back in the Apple day. So that's amazing. I'm so happy to have that. So cool. Okay. I'm saving the best for last, guy. There's some amazing stuff here. Ninja says, if you took a picture of that disc, it takes up more memory than the disc could hold. Yes, I know. One photograph takes up more memory than that disc can even hold. That's insane. By the way, sorry, Ninja, you mentioned Commodore 64, and that really fits in nicely because, of course, these discs, definitely had that Commodore 64 vibe to them. I don't and never had an original Commodore 64, but I am pleased to say that I do actually own, and I think these are getting rare too. A little bit dusty. I think this is kind of getting rare too, but I have a Commodore 64 controller that this was released several years ago. Well, actually maybe a decade ago, really. But it's a Commodore 64, one of those controllers that where the games are all included in here. It's like the games are just included in it. So I'm not sure if that's the company who made it, but yeah, I've got this cool controller. It comes with like 50 or 60 Commodore 64 games in there, and you just plug it into your TV, and away you go. Away you go. It's really cool. It's got buttons, and it's a very nice controller. So yeah, I've had this for a while. It's this. So this might be the closest. It's the closest I have to an original Commodore 64. It is very cool that I actually can play it. This thing, it even loads, like when you turn it on, it even loads the games the way a Commodore, so the way the original would. Like there's the blue screen and it shows the game loading. It does that on here. It's crazy. It actually does that. So I'm super happy to have that actually. Let's see. Kamikaze says, "Wow, I learned Turbo Pascal in grade 11. Maybe not quite as old as that." Oh my goodness, really? You learned Pascal in grade 11? Jeez, how old are you, Cami? Just kidding. So yeah, geez, you learned Pascal in grade 11. Oh my goodness, Cami, that's crazy. I didn't learn. But that makes sense. When I was in grade 11, computers were still not very advanced. I think that was still grade 11 for me was like, that was pre-Apple II when I was in grade 11. So yeah, it makes sense. Cammy's younger than me. I'm older than Cammy. I'm just joking. So, okay, Ninja says, oh wait, no, sorry, I read that already. Tunnel Rat says, our family friends in Medicine Hat, Alberta, always had Commodore 64s. Oh, jelly! Can you get them? Can you get them and give them to me? Cammy says, I took programming to talk. Cammy says, I took programming to talk to boys. That's hilarious. No, you weren't into cheerleading or football. You took programming. I love you, Cammy. That's awesome. That's perfect. I love that. That's the girl for me. Ninja says, I think there is one of those plug and play devices that lets you load your own C64 ROMs. No way. That's cool. Tunnel Rat says, Cammy is a smart girl, it appears. Yes, that's right, Tunnel Rat. You got it. So Cammy is a smart cookie. She is the smartest. She is amazing. And again, since Cammy's in the room right now, since Cammy's now in the room, Cammy, I plugged Darcy's art earlier in the Radzone. So again, for those of you who may be entering just new now, this is Darcy's amazing art that she made for me. Or she didn't make it for me exclusive, but she made it. I saw it, I wanted it, and she gave it to me. So I have this amazing art, and she gave it to me for a very, very good price, a very wonderful price. And I'm gonna use it as a backdrop for all my awesome toys. It's awesome, and it's colorful just like me. And the camera, you can't even see. It's way colorful than it looks on camera. It's awesome. It's even more colorful than on camera. Oh wait, there's actually, hang on, there's something in the back. Oh, you know what? There's some writing on the back of it. Darcy, the creator, she made some writing on the back to talk about. I'm actually going to read this. So on the back of this, let me read this. Okay, check this out. It says, okay, it's called Enchant. She named it. It's called Enchanted Town. Enchanted Town. Rainbows recycled. It's made totally out of recycled materials. It's all just made out of found recycled materials by Darcy Madlong. It says here, this miniature town is a manifestation of the belief that creativity has the power to transform. She used the word. I get to use the word trans. I didn't see. It actually says transform. It actually says that right there. So I can see. I can use the word. So Darcy, cool. You just use the magic word, Darcy, in your art description. Okay. So it says. Okay. This miniature. I'm gonna take my glasses off. It's better, easier for me to read it like this. Okay. So this miniature. Dust mites. This miniature town is a manifestation of the belief that creativity has the power to transform the most humble materials into something extraordinary. Built from rejected objects, this enchanted place embodies a world where nothing is wasted and imagination knows no limits. Through these reclaimed materials, I explore the beauty of imperfection and the magic that can be found in overlooked corners of our everyday lives. That is freaking cool. The tiny homes are reflections of the boundless creativity that we all hold within us. There is no hierarchy. Every material, no matter how small or discarded, has the potential to contribute to a larger, harmonious whole. That is so brilliant. The plants and flowers that grow here are living dreams, vibrant and fantastical, each one contributing to the collective joy and creativity of the town. The town becomes a place where the boundaries between reality and imagination blur, where everyone is free to create, to dream, and to live without limitation. She's talking my language here. At its core, this town is about celebrating the beauty of impermanence and transformation. Again, she uses the magic word, transformation. It is a world that reminds us of the power of imagination, the importance of reclaiming what we often discard, and the possibility that magic can exist in even the most ordinary places. In this tiny enchanted world, creativity is not just a form of expression, it's a way of life. Darcy Madelung. Oh my God, I'm like so in love with her. This is amazing. Darcy, you're freaking Darcy, I'm fanboying over here. I'm fanboying over Darcy's work. Oh my God, this is the coolest thing ever. That description just made me like love it all the more. That is crazy pants, Darcy. Thank you so much. Oh my God, that description. I actually didn't read it until I saw it there, but I forgot it was there, and I didn't read it until just now. Actually, reading it here with you guys is the first time I'm actually reading it, so I'm like moved. It's amazing. So that's, oh my God, thank you. That is awesome. That is freaking awesome. Now I'm all pumped up. All that talk about transformation and imagination. Okay. Ninjatron says, wow, Cami must have been a veritable buffet. Ninja's talking about Cami saying that she went into programming to meet boys. Ninja says it must have been a veritable buffet. Tunnel Rat says, coffee time for me, BRB in 5. Okay, thanks. Say so. Go have an awesome coffee time, Tunnel Rat. In the meantime, we're going to show more stuff. So sorry if you missed some cool stuff, Tunnel Rat. You have to rewind. You have to rewind. Be kind, please rewind, because here in the Radzone, we're all about the analog. So more cool stuff, more vintage stuff. Speaking of crazy vintage tech, Star Trek: The Next Generation in comic book form. Now what? So I love 90s comics because the art is sometimes so bad, like this. And look, an Atari Lynx. You guys know how much I love Atari Lynx. An Atari Lynx ad. It's fucking beautiful. Oops, sorry, I said an F word. Sorry, F-bomb, F-bomb alert. So, okay, now the weapon. Look at those Romulans hanging out. Look at those Romulan douchebags just hanging out, being all cryptic and stuff. Look at this art. Okay, look at this. I have, to this day, I did and still do. Sorry, Cami, but I've got the hots for Deanna Troi. I've got the heavy, heavy hots for Deanna Troi. And in this comic, check it out. She does she does some dance moves. She does some cool, sexy dance moves. Look at her. Look at Deanna Troi showing off her little butt and her dance moves in that skin tight space outfit. Deanna Troi is she's my kind of space woman, right? Sorry, Cammy, it's just my fantasy. Deanna Troy's my fantasy. Hey, maybe, yeah. So it's okay. It's all good. Cammy, I'm gonna get you for Halloween next year, Cammy. I'll have you dress up like her for Halloween. Okay. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, Deanna Troi. I just love these crazy 90s comics that are just so full of weird art that's just kind of like it's kind of poorly drawn, but also, I mean, not kind of, but not really. It's like it's just kind of, but it's very 90s style. It was kind of like, I think that was the era where they were pumping out comics so quickly. I just feel like the artists either didn't have time to be perfectionistic with their work, or they just hired artists that were kind of, they were okay. There was nothing wrong with it, but it's not like comics that you see nowadays. But it just looks 90s. So just like 90s stuff. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm not poo-pooing it. It's just a style. And my main man, my man Data. I love Data. Data's my favorite character. I'm not hot for Data. Well, actually, I'm kind of hot for him just how cool just his coolness. I'm hot for his coolness, but he's just cool. Data's my friend. He's a guy. He's a dude who's a friend of mine. And if he was real, I would tell him jokes and try to make. I would teach Data human humor. Look at that guy's angry face there. Look at that angry mushed up 90s face. Look at those crazy ass 90s eyebrows. Okay, anyway, that's probably it for the Star Wars book. That's my Star Wars book. 90s Star Wars book, which is really cool. And another 90s comic, or no, actually, no, I don't know. Maybe 80s. It's an 80s, definitely 80s. A Star Wars in 80s? Now, a few people have asked me about, a few people since I posted photos of the whole haul on Instagram, a few people have asked me specifically about this comic. I'm like, is this like a rare comic? Is this rare? Like the cover is like special. Is there something special? I'm not a huge Star Wars knowledgeable. I'm not very knowledgeable about Star Wars, but I like Boba Fett. So I saw this and I was like, so I grabbed it. But it's not it's kind of bent. It's not in the best shape. It's very not great shape at all. It's kind of like ratty, but still, is this a rare comic? This particular issue, it's issue 68. Is it like the first appearance of Boba Fett or something? Because yeah. Oh, Ninja says that's an iconic comic. Interesting. It's iconic. I had no idea. I mean, I love the cover. It's awesome. Well, let me because I have an iconic comic. What a great opportunity in the Radzone for Party Paul to present you with an iconic comic. I will show you page for page the wonders of this iconic comic. Ninja says I have it too, and I have a T-shirt with the. Oh, you have a T-shirt with this art. Okay, so Ninja. Okay. Well, Ninja Tron, you have it too. If you have it, is it really rare? You said it's iconic, but is it rare, or is it just iconic? I mean, does everyone have? Is this like does everyone have this issue? Is this like an issue that everyone has? I love the ads. I love the crazy '80s ads. Ninja Tron says I have. Oh no, I read that. Okay, so Ninja Tron. Also, look at that. Look at that art. That is amazing. That is 80s art. 80s art and 80s comic art and 90s comic art are very different. That is beautiful, beautiful detail. Look at that detail. That's beautiful art there. I love that splash page. That is really something. That is just really cool. When I opened it, I saw that. I was like, wow, that's nice. Like I just really like that art. It's really pretty, really cool. So this book, yeah, it's nice. I like the art in this comic. It's really nice. Okay, Ninja says, I don't think it's any more rare than anything else, but that cover is just that rad. So people, okay, I get it. So it's desirable because of the cover. It's desirable because the cover is so rad. It's true. The cover is very rad. Look at that. The Mandalorian flying around there. It's like Boba Fett flying around in his jetpack. No, it is cool. I mean, that's what attracted me to it. Look at these. Remember these old ads? These old ad pages with that muscle guy and like Spider-Man. And the mystery of the museum. It's a mystery of the museum snakes. What is this? It's an ad for the original Magic Snake puzzle. Spidey was always doing ads. It was either ads for those pies. What was it called? Those Pillsbury pies, right? Like Spider-Man and Hulk and Captain America and Iron Man always were in those ads for Pillsbury pies or whatever that company was. Hostess, thank you, Ninja. Hostess fruit pies. Hostess fruit. So funny. There's so many ads. I love collecting just the ads of Hostess fruit pies. There's some Leia action. Leia was so hot. Leia's also really hot. I love those buns. I love Leia's, not her, like her hair buns. I like Leia's hair buns. Get your mind out of the gutter. I like Leia's hair buns. Look at those. Look at those cool. Look at that environment. Trees and temples and weird crap. Look at that's awesome. Wicked cool stuff. So this book is. I'm really glad I got this comic. Oh, look at that. This is a cool splash. Look at that. All the Mandalorian splash page. Are those all Boba Fett, or is it different Mandalorians doing different stuff, shooting things? That's a cool page. That's freaking cool. This is great. But yeah, it's in ratty condition. This is definitely a reader. Oh, remember this ad? Remember the bubble yum ad? So many comics have this bubble. I love bubble yum. I would always beg for I had bubble yum all the freaking time. I loved bubble yum when I was a kid. I always had that. Okay, this one's like a bit of a different page here. Looks like they're catching birds. And then, hang on. What's next? Oh, and the C-3PO wigging out, doing something he does. And then, oh, Tanarat says, okay, I'm back with coffee and Tim. Oh, you came back with coffee and Tim Hortons? Dude, I want it. Robbins is better. Robbins is better. Cami Kaiju can attest to this. Robbins eggs are superior to Timbits. They're superior. Oh, look, there's some kissing. Look, guys, see? Always kissing in the Radzone. Always lots of kissing in the Radzone. See, even the comics say, yes, Party Paul, we want kissing. We want more kissing in the Radzone. Everybody wants it. Look at this. An ad for the Dark Crystal. Freaking cool. And Tonarat says, yes, but no more Robin's Donuts. There's no more Robin's Donuts in Alberta? Oh, that's a shame. There's no more. Telegraph says there is no more Robin's Donuts in Alberta. That's it. Never going to Alberta again. Ninja says, I think the comic is the first time the word Mandalorian was ever used publicly. Interesting. So this comic is the first time the word Mandalorian was ever used publicly, according to Ninja. Ninja thinks maybe. So I love that at the end. Look, look. And it says, to be continued next, death battle in the city of bones. That's what's in the next issue, guys. Oh, I can't wait. Can't wait for that next issue. And look, the saga. Okay, do you guys remember Chris Starr? Does anyone here remember Chris Starr? Look, it's great. Buy it. It's great. I love Chris Starr. Guys, if anyone here is as old as I am, you guys know Chris Starr. Chris Starr is so freaking cool. Chris Starr is so freaking. I mean, it's in the recess. It's in the back recesses of my earliest toy memories, but it's there. Chris Starr was in there. I don't have any more Chris Starr stuff at all, but I really want. I'd love to find an original Chris Starr figure. I know Tony, who lives here in town. Tony has an original Chris Starr, and I am so jelly, so jelly. So yeah, that is this issue of Star Wars. That's very cool. So I'm glad I could share that with you guys. And now there's more. There's more. We're almost done actually, but there's just so much cool stuff here. I just want to show you all the coolest stuff. We found some crazy books. Crazy books also. Old school old books. Look, anything can happen. Anything can happen, boys and girls. The Alice and Jerry books. These are like old, weird vintage books that have those crazy drawings in them that remind me of the drawings on Campbell's soup cans and old school cornflake cereal boxes. Right? It's like these old school, old school picture things like that. Six cakes, thought David. Mrs. Lee cannot eat 6 cakes, and it's just like, it's just these weird family-based stories with like cutesy, poopsy little drawings and things. So I love these books. I love these. Look, David and the Fire Engine. I think these books are so okay. They're dorky and kind of cringy, but they're dorky but wholesome. They're like, okay, they're cringy. They're sort of, I don't use that word very often, but cringy in a wholesome way. They're ridiculous and like cheesy and dorky, but so freaking wholesome because these were made at a time when none of this was done. Like now, we take images like this and we put irony behind them all the time. We're always looking at these images in a very, very ironic sense. But this was made at a time where all these images, no irony at all. These images were made without any irony. It was completely sincere. So I love that these books come from that era where all that weird imagery was totally sincere. No irony at all. No sarcasm. It was no sarcasm. Just it was. And I have another book like that of the same ilk, The March Family. I grabbed this one because this one, Cammie grabbed it first, and then she opened it and showed me that I grabbed it because it has even more family friendly. The March Family, like even more family friendly related images. Look, the kid getting, with his clothes getting tugged by the puppy, and it's got like hang on, the kids walking dogs home. Tonorat Sar. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Tonorat says Tonorat says he remembers Chris Starr. Yes, thank you, Tonorat. Yes, Chris Starr is awesome. Yes. Ninja also pointed out. Look at that Chris Starr ad. Yeah, Ninja Trent says I would love to get that Marvel Legends Chris Starr and have him hang out with the Marvel Legends Rom. Yeah, Rom figure. Rom was also a classic thing. Now, okay. Now I want to show you guys some specific drawings. Look at that guy. Look at Dad. Look at Dad in his business suit. I love these specific, very aged, very, very particular era drawings of like the perfect American family with their perfect American home and their kids and their white picket fence and all this stuff. Like I love. Look at that. And the grandparents. Look at those. Look at how dapper. Look at how freaking dapper they look. They're dressed to the nines. In their, like, people actually used to dress. People actually used to care about how they looked. I don't know. I think I find that charming. I find that I kind of think we could do well these days if people paid more attention to how to what they wear. Like in a way that I think that in a way that actually kind of like encourages self-confidence and things like that. Like it's kind of, I don't know, like look at these guys are wearing suits. Like the grandparents are wearing suits to their family dinner. It's interesting. I mean, I probably wouldn't wear a suit, but it's just, I don't know, it's kind of a bygone era where people just did things very differently. Look at this. Look at that family. Look at that perfect family photo like dad with a pipe, when people smoked, when doctors recommended that people smoke. Remember those like playtime on church streets. Look at all it's so again. This art is meant to, it's completely done with utmost sincerity. There is something so wholesome, very dated, like old timey, but so wholesome about it. It's there's something so wholesome about it, knowing that this is an era that is gone. It's an era that is completely behind us. We can't go back to this, but it's captured in these images. And these images are captured. It captures the way people thought back then, the way people thought, the way people behaved, like what was considered normal, what was considered standard, what was considered, it was just such a different era, and there was wholesome things about it that are cute and nice and fine and endearing. That's the word I'm looking for. It's endearing. It's endearing. I wouldn't want to live this way, but it's endearing, and it kind of gives us some hints into just different ways of living. So anyways, that's the March family. It's like kind of like, it's almost like these kinds of books and these kinds of people that are purchasing these books. It's almost like they're like human Care Bears. When the 80s made Care Bears, they were personifying bears of what these people, like, the Care Bears are personified bears of these people in these books. That's what the Care Bears are. So really, you were walking around back then. People were walking around giving Care Bear stares with their pipes and their business suits and their baby bonnets and cute puppy dogs, and they were white. They were just Care Bears staring each other like crazy. I'm sure that's the way it was back then. I don't know, maybe, whatever. A little bit of a rant there. Ninja says, you would be dorky and cringy too if you didn't use that F-bomb earlier. Wait, you said I'd be dorky and cringy if I didn't use the F-bomb? You would be dorky and cringy too if you... So what, you're encouraging me to use F-bombs? Ninja, how dare you? How outlandish of you. Oh, and Tunnelrun says, ouch, LOL. Ninjatron just burnt me. Ninjatron just burnt Party Paul in his own Radzone. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, Ninjatron. How could you? You know what? Whatever. I can take your abuse. I don't have to, because Godzilla's gonna take it for me. So let's move on. There is more to deal with. In the same vein, my friends, as the Apple floppy disk, as it's so aptly named, in that tradition, I'm going to show you the cream of the crop. This is probably one of my favorite items from the whole haul. A freaking Apple IIe joystick. Freaking joystick. Original Apple. I feel like I should have done like a drumming. I should have done like a drum roll thing. I should have encouraged you guys. Okay, ready? Let's do it. Right? Drum roll. Can you guys do some drum roll emojis in the chat there? Give me some drums. Give me some drums in the chat. But ching. There we go. Apple II joystick in the box. Not mint. Okay, far from mint. It's actually quite dirty too. And I did not clean it yet. But I wish I had cleaned it because I wanted to show you guys, but I didn't have time to clean it today. I didn't have time. So I will open it. I will still open it and show you what's inside. So it's kind of, the box has seen better days, but it's not totally just trash, but it's a little bit haggard. And then in here, here's the beauty. It's got, the cord is still, I'm pretty sure this would still work. It looks to be intact. It still has the cord. Look at that old connector, old school connector there. One of those old school cords. And this is look at that. Here it is, guys. I hope this still works because I want to find an Apple II. I want to find an Apple II and plug this baby in. Look at this thing. And what's funny is I remember as a kid when I was like 5 or 6 or 7, maybe 7 years old. Or I'm imagining 7 years old. I'm pretty sure I played with these. I'm pretty sure I played with these as a kid, like video games. So I was using an Apple computer at some point to play video games, and I was using this to play it with. Maybe, maybe I was old. Maybe I was in grade 7. Or no, grade 6, grade 5, grade 6. There was a guy named Rayhan. There was a dude in my class in grade 5 and grade 6 named Rayhan. and I often went to his place because he was the only kid who I was friends with who had like computer stuff. He had a Commodore 64. He had the Transformers game for Commodore. You remember that? The old school Commodore 64 Transformers. He had the actual physical copy. He had a physical copy of the Transformers Commodore 64 video game. And I played with it at his house. It was insane. And I think we used these controllers. He also had this controller at his house. Listen to that clicky, the click. Oh, that vintage click sound, right? It's the vintage Apple click. So I love this. So I know, so I have memories. I have actual legit memories in my own brain of playing this controller with games, with actual games in my childhood. And the way I remember that is because I also know that not only does the joystick do this, but it spins. Some games you could spin the joystick and it would change the cursor. It would change things. It would control something if you spun the stick like that. And then you also just, play it around. Like you just look at that. It's kind of dirty inside there. It's a little bit dusty, but I hope it still works. I want to play with this. I want to use this on an actual Apple II computer. I have one friend in town who still has a functioning Apple II computer. So Cami, you and me are going to go to my friend's place and try this thing out. We're going to try it out. It's going to be awesome. So, yeah, turn around. Ooh, nice. Yes, it is nice. So nice. So I want to clean it first. I want to clean it before I put my lips on it. So yes, I'm going to clean this thing because this is dirty. Does it smell? It smells, it's dusty. It's just really dusty. Oh, no, it's actually dusty. Like it's dusty. Yeah. I probably shouldn't have smelled it. It's dusty, but it's great. It's great. I like it. I like it. It's great. So I'm going to put that back in here, and I'm going to clean that up sometime soon. Yeah. So there you go. Apple II. Yeah, I'll just put that down. So that is one of the coolest finds from the whole thing. But wait, there is still more. There is still more. This is, check it out. We got a bunch of books, lots of books. Feast your eyes, my friends. Choose your own adventure books. And yes, you are reading correctly. I have Invaders from Within, but my friends, you've not lived until you've experienced The Lost Ninja. I have the Choose Your Own Adventure book entitled The Lost Ninja. The Lost Ninja. Choose Your Own Adventure. The Lost Ninja. Screenshot, please. Beautiful. Beautiful. This is, I have not read it yet, but I know it's going to be the best stuff. It'll be the best shit ever. It'll be awesome. I'm so excited about reading this book. The Lost Ninja. The back of it says, can you rescue a fellow ninja from the hands of Japanese gangsters? You are a skilled fighter, well-versed in the martial arts and the art of ninjutsu. Ooh. One day, you are talking with Saito, a strange boy from your class. A strange boy, huh? When a car sounds like the kind of boys Cami was trying to cozy up to. You were talking with Saito, a strange boy in your class, when suddenly a car pulls up. You watch as two men jump out. You watch as two men jump out, shove Saito into their car, and drive off. Everything happens so fast. Sounds like those 80s warnings when at school when they told you to stay away from the white vans because they're picking up kids and kidnapping children. Sounds like that. These books were made in that age where people were so afraid of kidnapping. You're not certain, but you think the men are Yakuza. Yakuza, a ruthless band of Japanese gangsters. You want to do something to help Saito, but what? If you try to help Saito yourself, turn to page 56. If you choose to let the police handle it, turn to page 81. But be careful. The Yakuza are powerful and deadly enemies. You might get hijacked to Hong Kong and sold into slavery. Holy crap. This is a little bit of kind of a dated perspective on Hong Kong in here, right? Look at that. So you might be careful. You might get hijacked to Hong Kong and sold into slavery. I remember when my parents would warn me. My parents, don't talk to those strange children at school, Paul. You might get sold into slavery in Hong Kong. or you could become a true ninja hero and help to put the Yakuza behind bars. So there is a bright side. There is a silver lining to this book, my friends, people. What happens next in the story, it all depends on what choices you make. How does the story end? Only you can find out. And the best part is that you can keep reading and reading and rereading until you've had not one, but many incredible daring adventures. Choose your own adventure. I love these books and all the trans. Remember, I told you, I mentioned before, like all my until recently, all my choose your own adventure books were those awesome Transformers choose your own adventure books. And I still have not got. I still am looking for a few. There are still a few of those Transformers choose your own adventure books I do not have, so I'm looking for those. Hardcore. Anyway, I'm very much looking forward to reading this ninja. I'll show you some of the photos. There's some photos in here, some ninja photos, because all these books have cool pictures. Not photos, sorry, drawings. So they're having some tea, and then there are some ninja fight drawings here. Hold on. There's a girl who's been kidnapped, and there's a Yakuza trying to feed her in her kidnapping room. Oh my God. Yeah, Ninja says, yeah, the Lost Ninja, and yeah, yes, I'll show you Invaders Within as well. Invaders Within too, yes. But also, Ninja says, sold into slavery in Hong Kong. I hate when that happens, right? Right? I know, right? Okay, let's see. So, oh look, it looks like a scene from Miami Connection. There's a scene from Miami Connection here where the ninjas are singing. The ninjas are singing and performing on stage. Look at that. So you too can be a singing ninja if you read this book. I know I saw some cool ninja. I saw some cool drawings in here where here's a ninja flip from out of a window, a ninja flip from out of a window, and I saw some cool fight scenes in here. Two guys about to jump off a bridge. Yakuza standing there waiting in wait, and let's see here. Let me try to find a ninja. Oh, here we go. Look at that. There's a ninja fight scene. Look at that. Look at that ninja, like that street clothed Karate Kid ninja fight scene. Look at that, very Karate Kid-esque ninja fight scene there. I cannot wait to read this book. I can't wait to read this. I am so keen to read this book. Oh my God, I'm so freaking happy. So lucky. Okay, now also Invaders from Within. Now, what is this book about? This is probably sci-fi, I'm guessing. Probably an alien. Yeah, aliens have landed, but are they friend or foe? While visiting your aunt and uncle at their ranch in Northern California, you decide to go hiking on a nearby mountain. You're prepared for the dangerous trail, but not for the sight that awaits you at the top. An immense dome rising out of the grass, glowing with mysterious rose-tinted green light. It looks like it's from outer space, but you can't be sure. Are you sure? There's only one way to find out. Your impulse is to investigate, but perhaps you should go for help. What would you do? Do you go on the spaceship and fly into space with a bunch of freaky aliens? Or do you go home and call it a night and live to party another day? Let's see if there's any interesting photos in here. Let's see if there's any photos of the aliens. Oh God, there is. Look at this. Photos of the alien critters. I think they're like chewing. They're probably experimenting on him. They're chewing him apart and probing his anus. They might be probing him. I don't know. Creepy stuff, guys. I love these books. I'm so happy. I'm so happy to find because I feel like it's getting harder and harder to find choose your own adventure books these days. So I'm really happy to find those. Okay, almost done. Because you know what, we're coming up to time now. We are going to call it quits very soon. Very soon. There's a few more books left. Now, did you guys ever read the Bunnicula series, Bunnicula from school, with the vampire bunny? There was 3 books in this. I think there's 3. There's the first one, Bunnicula. There's the second one, The Celery Stalks at Midnight, and I found the third one for free, Holiday Inn. So I have a Bunnicula book. Over 3 million Bunnicula books. So I don't know, very cheesy, very dated, very cheesy. But come on, it's a kid's classic, man. A kid's freaking classic. I love these books. They're just perfect little readers, perfect cute little daytime reading books. Just super easy, super fun. So yeah, that's one. Another one, a Wayne Gretzky, a classic. Also, this brand Avon Can. These were so, that symbol is burned in my. That symbol is also burned in my memory as a book, a company, a logo I saw again and again and again when I read books as a child. So whenever I see that logo, I know, okay, that's from my childhood. I know these books are. So again, another book from my childhood around the same time. It was in the zeitgeist of my childhood. And yeah, Wayne Gretzky. So Wayne Gretzky book. read about the great Gretzky and learn how to play the Gretzky way. Wayne Gretzky, Portrait of a Hockey Player. So this is back in the day, obviously, when Wayne Gretzky was actually a big deal, because he was a big deal. He was a huge deal back in those days. And yeah, it's just basically a book with like pictures. I'm guessing it's the history. It's probably Wayne Gretzky's history, and shows some images and photographs of his playing, maybe his early days. I don't know. It's really interesting. So yeah, so that's cool. There's the back cover. Good old 99. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. I love that I have these books. Kamikaze says, who remembers those book fair flyers where you got to order books and they'd come to your school after? Yes, that's where I got all these books. That's I was explaining earlier in the Radzone in this episode. That's where I got all my books from childhood. I pretty much got them from those book fairs. We would order them, and then we collect them at the fair. Were those those were scholastics. They were scholastic book fairs. Yes. So my memory is full of those, because for me those were like the highlights of my school years, ordering those books and getting them. One of those years, the book I got was a Spider-Man pop-up book. I think it was Spider-Man. It was called like Sting of the Scorpion. I'm going to look it up right now, because to this day I lost it. It was my favorite. Not only was it my favorite book, but that was like my favorite object as a child. I absolutely loved and babied that book. I was so into it. I'm going to look it up. I'm going to show you a photo of it right now. I'm going to find a photo of it online and show you a photo of it, because it was just the most brilliant. It was just the most brilliant book, and I miss it. I miss it dearly, and I'm going to show you a photo of it. So, Spider-Man. I'm going to find a photo of it, because I know, where is it? Oh, come on, Spider-Man pop-up. Oh, sorry, not Scorpion. Pop-up. It's the tarantula. Right. It was the tarantula. Tarantula was the bad guy in the book, in the pop-up book, not the Scorpion. Right. I was thinking Sting of the Scorpion, but it was like Bite of the Tarantula. Here we go. This is it. Wait, I'll show you I want to find a good photo of it. It's hard to find good photos of this thing. All right, here we go. Oh, that's a terrible photo. Here we go. Okay, there we go. Spider-Man pop-up book, Attack of the Tarantula. There we go. This was my pride and joy growing up. It was small. It was a small book, very small. It was like only just yay big. It was a small square. It was just a square book, very small. And yeah, it was so cute. It was so cute. I'll see if there's other. It's a different cover. But yeah, it was such a cute little book. The inside was really nice, full of really great pop-up stuff. Oh yeah. Like so there's some of the pages on the inside there with the tarantula. I loved that book so much. That was my favorite book I ever got from Scholastic, from the Scholastic book fairs. And I hope I can find it again one day. Oh, Stroink's in town. Yo, Stroink, what's up, buddy? This has been an awesome Radzone, buddy. I think you might have to go back. You might have to go back and check and watch the replay to see all the cool stuff, man. But I'm glad you're here. Thanks for showing up. Wow. Okay, Ninja says yes. Okay, well, first Kamikaze gives an expressive yes. So I think she understands exactly what we're talking about here. Ninjatron says yes. Also, I remember those. I ordered a book about Nintendo game secrets before I ever had an NES. Before you even had an NES, that's awesome. That's hardcore. Ninjatron is hardcore, as we know. Stroink Madoink is in the house. He says hello. And Stroink also says, I had a dinosaur pop-up book that I was terrified of as a child. That's awesome. I also had one of those Golden Spine Disney princess books that I ate. Wait, you had a Golden Spine? I know those. Yeah, I have some golden. I have some of those Golden Spine books around right now. Even I wish I had one close by. But yeah, I love those Golden Spine books. But Stroink says I had one of those Golden Spine Disney books that I ate and blamed it on the dog. Is that a typo, or am I reading that correctly, Stroink? Did you ate your book? You ate it? You ate the book? You ate the book, and you blamed it on your dog. So that's very interesting. I would love to know how you ate the book. Okay, and then Stroink says, I was like 3 and it was colorful. Don't blame me. Okay, again, I can relate. I do not. No judgment passed here, my friend. I am not one to judge when it comes to colorful things that one wishes to eat. Like this again, as I'm plugging Darcy's beautiful art yet again. Yes, as you know, Stroink and everyone else here. I am the joyful. I am the king of color, and I love color of all. I love color, and yes, I do want to eat this. I want to eat it, but I probably shouldn't. So I understand that. I fully understand the temptation to eat those kinds of things. Stroink, you are in good company, my friend. Ninja says if you ate it, then you gained its power. That's right, Stroink. You now have the power of the golden spine Disney princess within your soul. Feel it, Stroink. Can you feel it, Stroink? Stroink, can you feel the power of the ninja Disney princess in your soul? Oh, in your soul. Stroink Badoink. Harness the power of Mikey Squirtle, the Micah Squirtable, and you will feel. And harness the power of the Great Gretzky. The Great Gretzky. Maybe, just maybe, you will find it in your heart to rise up. Decepticons, rise up. And he says, I feel it. Stroink says, I feel it. I knew you would, brother. Stroink says, I feel it. I feel the power. I feel the power of the golden spine Disney princess. I feel the power. Yes, Stroink feels the power. I feel it. I feel it. You know, that reminds me a lot. That's kind of a side note as we're just about to end the stream here. Last night, me and Kami Kaiju, we were out on the town. We decided to drop by a friend's karaoke bar. There was a karaoke bar that we were close to. My friend Doug, my friend, was hosting it. So we walk in, and I was like, it was pretty. It wasn't packed. It was a few people here and there, but people were singing. And Kami requested that I sang. She wanted me to sing Bette Midler, Wind Beneath My Wings, and I was like, anything for you, baby. And I did. I went up on that stage. I belted the shit out of that. I belted that song. I sang that song better than Bette. I sang that song better than Bette herself. It was so cool. Kami, we crushed it. Yes. We crushed it. That was so yeah. So I'm very proud of my karaoke skills performed last night. I feel that was great. Anyway, enough of that. Stroink says, okay, I feel it. Stroink also says, I've got the touch. I've got the power. Well, Stroink, I think you speak for us all here, my friend. You couldn't have said it better. Couldn't have said it better myself. That is awesome. You guys, there's so much more. The last thing I have to show you, you know what I should have done, actually? Well, like I said, I'm going to show this one more time, but in a different kind of way, because remember I told you this thing was dirty? What I should have done to protect I even had them out here, but I forgot about it. To protect myself from the dirt of the Apple joystick, I should have put on another thing I found on free day. This was something else I found on free day, and I'm very glad I did, because now this will help me in my evil dark night missions, my missions of the night, my ninja missions. I have found, these are tight. My very own pair of murder gloves, my very own pair of faux leather, murder gloves, my very own murder gloves. Now I can touch anything. I can touch any dusty object and not feel any pain. I can touch any dusty object. I can touch anything. I can touch all the dusty objects. Look at this. I can masterfully touch any object, dust or no dust, and I feel nothing. I feel nothing. I am impervious. I'm impervious to all dust. Yes, Stroink, you see it. You know these murder gloves, Stroink. You know these murder gloves. Ninja, do you know? Ninja, do you even know? Do you even know, Ninja? I don't think you do. I don't think you do. I don't think you know, Ninja. These are my murder gloves. I now have the power of murder gloves to touch anything without dust, and I will never have the problem of dust. And not only that, but I can hold other things too, and leave no fingerprints behind. So when I murder people, maybe it's better if I say when, whatever. I'm like, splitting hairs here. So if or when I murder people, I can use these gloves and no one will ever catch me. I can just murder, death, kill, murder, death, and I'm like, it's like I'm protected by the powers of Godzilla. Mew. You won't get caught. So I can just go around. Look, I can play my ColecoVision video game. Look, I can match. Don't drop it. I perfectly match my ColecoVision video game joystick. Look at this. Look at this. I can play video games in style. I'm just like these dapper people. I'm just like these dapper gentlemen in the March family. I'm just like this awesome family, these awesome people in the March family who are so dapper and wait, I'm just like these grandparents. Let me show you. I'm just like these grandparents who, just like these guys, this awesome family dressed to the nines, hanging out with their kid in his playpen, smoking their pipes. I'm those guys. Look at these with these dapper gloves. I'm either like I can either join them or I can murder them. If I murder them, nobody would find out. So I'm just like those guys. I'm just like those guys. And be careful because I'm also just like the lost ninja. Now I have the gloves to go with my ninja-esque skills, and they will never find the bodies. They will never find. Wait, what was I talking about? Never mind. So, evil scientist or fancy the two sides? Yes. Evil scientist, murder gloves. Dr. Evil Gloves? Kamikaze says, uh-oh, what if there is dust in... I didn't think of that, Cami. Cami says, what if there is dust inside the gloves? Oh God, that's a horrible thought. That's a horrible thought because now, if there's dust inside the gloves, I could be in big trouble. Wait, I can't take them off. Wait, they won't come off. Oh God. Is this how it ends? Is this how the Radzone ends? With trouble and tribulation? With darkness and evil? With maniacal laughter in the background? Is this how it ends? Wait, is there anything else I got to show you? You know what, guys? I'm having a moment now because these murder gloves here, they're fusing to my skin. Don't remind me, Stroink. Don't tell me stop manifesting. Stop manifesting the things that are happening to me right now. No, look, you can even feel the scritch. You know the sound when you make a fist. Look, let's listen to the sound. Listen, watch, listen. In the microphone. Watch this. Listen to this. It's that scritch. That scritchy leather sound when people are about when someone's about to get murdered on camera and they make that sound with the glove, that scritchy sound with the gloves. That's exactly what these. Oh, I'm scared. What if these gloves? What if these gloves have murdered before? What if these have been used before? What if they're not virgin gloves? What if they're not virgin? What if they're not? Now my imagination is going to places that it shouldn't. What if these gloves have been used before for things, for murderous things? Ninja says he's more glove now than man. He's more glove now than man. Twisted and evil. Thank you, Ninja. That's awesome. I can always count on you. Always count on. Oh, they even clap funny. They even make weird clapping sounds. Oh, God. I feel weird and dirty. I feel strange. Okay, guys, I don't know. Is this the way it ends? This might be the way it ends. To calm myself down, to get out of these gloves, I might have to just go. I might have to play some Mortal Kombat 2. I don't know. Yeah, what do you guys think? Mortal Kombat 2? Should I play that with the gloves on? I could play some Mortal Kombat 2 for Genesis, for Sega Genesis, with my awesome wireless Genesis controller, guys. This might be my post Radzone pre-bed ritual now, is to play Mortal Kombat with these amazing evil gloves on. Cammy says, if the gloves have murdered before, turn to page 43. 43 of the invaders. Let's see. The invaders within. Let's see what's on. I didn't lick it. I don't think I'm gonna. These gloves. I don't know where these gloves have been. They may have been in someone's anus. So I'm not gonna lick. Okay. 43. Page 43. Let's see. You call Professor Burns, accept his invitation, and arrive in Colorado on July 15th. Wait, what else? Okay, that's from. Wait, what's page 43? The Lost Ninja. Okay, Lost Ninja, page 43. Page 43. If the gloves have murdered before, turn to page 43. Oh, shit. Page 43 is actually a picture. Page 43 is the photo of the kids about to jump off the bridge to their death. So am I the Yakuza? Am I the Yakuza with the gloves on now? I'm the Yakuza about to push some kids off the bridge. Oh, geez. I don't know if I want that job. Okay, guys. Stroink Bedoink says glove combat. Mortal Kombat, glove combat, glove combat. Do. This is crazy. These are sweaty gloves too. I think I should get rid of these before I really do fuse with them. Man in glove. All right, you guys. Oh wait. Kami Kaiju says, is this the game where I kicked your butt a bunch? Yes, Kami. This is the game we played recently. I played this game with Kami a few days ago, and she kicked my butt. And then I was getting upset because she was kicking. I was like, how dare you? I was like, no one kicks my butt in my own game. So then I was like, let's switch controllers. And then I switched controllers, and she still kicked my butt. And then we played the same character, and then she still kicked my butt, and she kept kicking my butt. But then I kicked her butt. Remember, Kami, at the end, that I kicked your butt too. So I eventually kicked her butt, but she kicked my butt quite a few times because she's my girl, and I wouldn't have it any other way. She can kick my butt anytime. Yes, that's right. Yes, my Cammy. Yes, she can kick my butt. She can kick anytime she wants. With my murder gloves. So now, I think it's time to wrap up this torturous, murderous evening of deceit and deception and leather. Yes. Oh my goodness, this is great. Guys, thanks for an awesome Radzone. I'm in a great mood because of being able to share all this rad stuff with you guys. We had a great time. Trust me, we had a great time. Or else. Or else. So yeah, great time. Great vibes. God, these are sticky. You guys, I want to tell you to tune in next week. We're back to Wednesdays next week as normal. Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Central Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Time in the Radzone. So please come back next Wednesday. Join me if you haven't already. Subscribe to me on YouTube and spread the word. Subscribe to YouTube Party Paul Go to grow the channel, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, also at Party Paul Go, to get more exclusive content that you won't find here. So next time, be here, same time, same rad place. Stay rad until all stay rad, and you guys. Yeah, you guys are rad. Hang on, I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Is there anything? Because I'm gonna hate it if I shut down the Radzone. It'll be upsetting if I shut down the Radzone. It'll be like, oh, I forgot to show the murder weapon, the knife, the bloody knife. Oh, that's right. There's a bloody knife here somewhere too. Actually, don't mind if I do. This is my murder weapon. I'll use these gloves and I'll use this knife. Oh, how convenient, you say? How convenient. Okay, screenshot. We're gonna do a screenshot. Murder weapon, murder. Look at this. This is so cool. I can totally be a murderous, evil guy, right? That's completely. I could do that. Rainbow evil knife glove dude who plays Mortal Kombat and reads ninja stories and makes toys kiss. So, okay, now I'm done. I'm convinced that I've shown everything I needed to show today. So thanks, guys, for being here. I love you guys. It's so much fun to do this with you. I'm just going to give you a big hug, a big squeezy, evil hug. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, now it's time to go. Please stay rad. Yeah, just stay rad. I know you will. I can count on you guys. Till all are one. And until next time, be awesome. Leave no fingerprints. And say it with me now. Say it with me. Say it in the chat. Until next time, stay rad.